What is that access controller thing? That looks terrible.
It's for handicapped people.
Oh. Still looks terrible.
Fuck me, right?
I mean, it's a cool thing, but like, I was like, as an abled person, I was like, nah, I don't want to touch that.
Good thing you don't have muscular dystrophy then.
That's the reason. It's just.
I'll have to check that out. The access controller. Welcome to another awesome edition. Awesome-ish of the MvZ podcast. Starting a little late. Teething babies are not easy babies to get along with. And tired babies are just, it's so much like handling a drunkard.
Yeah.
Jax should have gotten to bed an hour ago, but between the yelling, the running, the bath, the toys, he wasn't having it. So he was late. He was a little late to bed. Lexi's in Mama's arms right now. And I've gotten to listen to Zach tell me about the game going on right now because I don't get to watch sports a whole lot. Just as a bit of a pass-through, I guess, is the only way I get to watch.
What you think about going to see the Bears live in Tampa, right?
Oh, man. I texted my dad about that. He goes, man, that sounds like a really good idea. I said, listen, I'm for it. I'm about it. But if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
Oh.
If I'm going to do it, I want either some like luxury shit or like 50-yard line, 5th row shit on the visiting side. Otherwise, I would rather just get a spread and take over my living room because I have an 86-inch TV. It's hard to beat the view that the NFL has provided through 100 cameras in a game.
That's true. And with it not being a home game, it's different too.
Oh, I bet it will be very close to a home game based on fans because there's so many Midwesterners in Florida and no Tom Brady.
Like when you're at a home game, it feels different. Like I've watched the Steelers in Indy, I've watched the Steelers in Cincinnati, and it's like I'd rather watch it in TV, really, probably.
Did you wave a terrible towel?
Nah, I wore a Steelers jersey and I wasn't trying to be obnoxious. Now, when they played in Indy, Antonio Brown ate those guys alive. I don't know if you remember.
Was it better to be... Where'd you see him? Was it better to be inside or outside?
Inside's nice.
I bet. So,
I mean, honestly, like...
Temperature controlled.
I like watching football played outside, but like when I saw the Steelers in like early January against Baltimore, like it was cold. Real cold. And when you watch, the Steelers and on Thanksgiving in Indy, and it's like, oh no, it's nice. As a fan, it's easier to be inside, obviously.
My work had given tickets to employees to see the Bucks play a game, and I forget it was probably 7 or 8 years ago.
Back in the
I had been
days.
told,
Back in the Jameis days.
Yes. I was told there was a ticket waiting for me. There was not.
Oh, so you went there?
I went all the way to Tampa with a bunch of people from work, and I was riding with my mom, and she had a couple of people. There wasn't a ticket for me. So...
Was there a ticket for everybody else?
Everybody else.
That's awful.
I sat in it was an SUV, so I sat in like the back end with the tailgate up and just like watched people have fun with their friends and family, and I watched the game looking at the Jumbotron from the parking lot.
That is the worst story I've ever heard of like a football going experience.
I had no snacks.
Oh my goodness.
Luckily they left after the third quarter.
That is awful. That is...
It wasn't my favorite day. But if you want to talk about childhood trauma, I mean, that's as bad as I got, probably.
It's a lot of fouls. And the LeBron Simmons-Berg got fouled 3 times on that play that was not called a foul.
So
Fouled Jokic on the other end, so it kind of goes both ways.
So the idea of going to Raymond James for another one, a little nervous. But I guess if I'm in control of buying the tickets.
I have a hard time with mobile tickets still.
I got a printer and everything now, so like I feel okay about it.
I want to print my ticket.
Yeah.
I'm such a sociopath. And like a lot of places now are like, no, you have to use a mobile ticket. You can't print your ticket.
Show me your phone. I don't have any signal. I can't pull it up.
I'm so scared, man.
I screenshot so many things, like especially when I have to send them back, like on Amazon or something like that. I'll screenshot every single thing because, like, man, if I get in that UPS store and they can't load up that exact spot they need, getting me on call with corporate.
One of those is not like the other.
Guessing that Friday game not looking great.
Celtics are good.
So about the WNBA game.
Yeah. Brittany Griner and I don't even know the other one.
Yeah. A premier player, whoever she is. What's going on with your Steelers? You guys had rookie minicamp. Any big talks?
Yeah. I'm so ready for training camp. I hate that it's not until like
two months.
Late July.
Yeah, because they're gonna have another rookie minicamp too, right? Like there was the rookie minicamp they just had, then there's another one like an OTA.
Yeah, they have OTAs.
And then 2 weeks of real practice. Okay, that Jokic, that was like behind his head.
That's how he plays basketball.
Kareem. He's just that one guy like you were in gym class, and look at this gangly motherfucker here, and then he just keeps balling.
I mean, in fairness, I don't really necessarily know where the foul was there. I don't understand basketball, apparently. Like, if that's a foul, the Russell one's a flagrant, and there's other ones that aren't fouls. Like, Rui's like...
How come he's not sweating?
Who?
Hashimura?
I don't know.
He looks like he don't sweat. That makes me mad, because I get so red and sweaty. Like, granted, I'm fat and out of shape right now.
Dude, if I go to the gym, by the time I get into the gym from walking from inside my car to the gym, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Because Florida, it's hot.
Touchdown.
So that one's worth 7? I don't think that's how it works.
Don't worry about me. 15 love. So the topic, like I listened to so many Bears podcasts and everything. I did find out the Packers recently signed the former cap manager for the Bears. Not a smart move because he was from the Pace. He's from the Pace era, which is why the Bears were actually in cap hell, which is why they had to do the full rebuild. Because they paid players like Mike Glennon $30 million for 3 years, and he played like 6 games. Oh, there's a show there. Is that Bear? Oh, man.
You like that show?
That's a fucking good show. Which is what the Bears, that draft video, it's based on that.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It's because it's filmed in the PD Beefs or something. It's like a legendary hot Italian beef place in Chicago. Did you notice in the Chargers video that they made fun of the coach, the Jacksonville coach, Urban Meyer, and
I did not notice.
I didn't notice it, but it's come up several times that how funny it was that they were showing.
They did a lot of different things.
Too good. It was too good. And there was another team that had like an 8.5 minute video. I was like, man, that's a lot of money for. I think it wasn't the Lions. Maybe it was the Jags though. So, fellow YouTubers, Pat McAfee is now what they talk about. He's a sellout. The Pittsburgh, right? Is that the Yinzer? Is that what they do?
I don't know. I'm not good at all their lingo. Yinzer is Pittsburgh, yes.
Yeah, they're sellouts because they Pat McAfee's still supposedly going to be on YouTube, but he is going to be on ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Plus. But for him,
very quickly, he doesn't have exclusive stuff on ESPN Plus. You can only watch if you're on ESPN Plus.
I already have ESPN Plus. I already have
he's
YouTube.
gonna do that very quickly.
It's a guaranteed like 8-figure deal.
That's a flagrant.
Should be. if that first one was, that one is. The thing is, so like I've watched the live Pat McAfee show legit for 3 years, since inception. Because I watched it when he was still with Barstool, and then Westwood won. How are they going to handle the cussing? Because there's a lot of cussing on that show, and if it's going to be like simulcast, he's going to have to tone it back, and that's what's going to take away the funness of it. And if you're with him,
cuss it on ESPN, obviously,
right? So if they're going to take away that, you're already hindering the free thought because you're going to have to think about what you're saying. And you're with your major network. Do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to be Aaron Rodgers Tuesday on ESPN? I have never seen an Aaron Rodgers. What a pass! I've never seen an Aaron Rodgers interview on ESPN.
Oh, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out. I have no idea. I wonder how much money they gave him. Probably a lot.
10 figures, and he already had a 4-year, $120 million deal with FanDuel, which I don't know if there's a conflict there because I think ESPN is DraftKings.
ESPN's both.
Okay. That helps.
ESPN doesn't need.
And old McAfee just had his baby girl, so I'm guessing he's probably chasing money. He wants wealth.
He already was rich, I guess, before.
He's rich, yeah.
Like before he even had the show.
Yeah, because this is his
money. Not this kind of money, but money.
Did he?
And
like Kid Rock money?
I don't know if it reference. I mean, like money as far as like
they weren't hurting for bills because he's from Morgantown.
Yeah, he was fine.
And so he came from a shitty place in West Virginia, didn't he? Anyway, on top of that, so Pat McAfee doing this, and then secondly, as a techie tech person, I watch the Linus Tech Tip shit all the time. There's new videos, like a couple a day, and the short circuit, and now Linus Media Group. He's stepping down as CEO, which to you means nothing. To me, I worry about like my favorite tech channel being affected by hiring a new CEO starting in July, which is news that I had it just broke. He just released the video an hour ago. It's devastating. I just bought the backpack, the Linus Tech Tips backpack, which is phenomenal, by the way.
I've never even heard of Linus Tech.
I mean, if you don't do any tech shit, like I build computers, I want to know what's the current, like this MacBook here, that's a 2015 MacBook. But I learned how to fix stuff on my old MacBook because of him, about changing batteries, SSDs, RAM, monitors, motherboard, like everything to do with computer, paid attention to it. And then he bought a house, so he does tech stuff about smart home shit. So like that's awesome to watch. And he's just easy listening. He's a great speaker. I get kind of garbly mouthed when I talk. I don't know if my tongue is too big for my mouth. I don't know if I have poor teeth structure. But I feel like he got a mouthful of tongue. And he's just easy listening. So like I'll just have my headphones and just listen to his story while he does live streams building a PC for 4 hours. So that's my life. There's also a box on that counter.
What's all that?
It's the new MacBook Air. I ordered it a while back. I didn't open it because I had canceled the order. But when I canceled it, it had already been labeled as shipped. And then I had to wait several days for it to come. And I haven't decided if I'm going to open it or close it. It is just a base model MacBook Air. It's nothing fancy, but that one is no longer supported by Apple. So it does become a bit of a security risk. Because there's going to be no more security updates or anything like that could happen. But we're still waiting on money from the... Oh. And they're still up.
Yeah, barely.
It's still up.
You can't go half a quarter without scoring and expect to win very many basketball games.
So We're waiting on the pool still. They were supposed to come today and drop off the stuff for the coping to do the tiles. They promised. Didn't happen. They promised Nicole yesterday.
Who do you guys go with?
Same people as your dad. Holiday
Pools, yeah.
Who were just featured on Wink News on Your Side yesterday.
Featured what, like as good?
No.
Really?
The Wink on Your Side stuff came up and this woman got screwed. Nicole sent me. I might have to even put it up here. Put it in my email so I can broadcast it to the nobody listeners. Let's see, when did she send it to me? Nicole's trying to buy some Nike Air Force Buzz Lightyear 1s. When was it? You know, I'll say this. Apple, you kind of suck when I get links sent to me. A lot of times, they don't show up. But anyway, Grant Pools in Port Charlotte.
Yeah.
You driven by? They're owned by Holiday.
Oh, they are?
And this woman has been dealing with the same issue as us, except she's a little bit further along in her pool. She has those top tiles. For 2 years. So we have been signed on for 2 years, but we were waiting a bit for the permitting. She has been semi-built for 2 years.
Jeez.
It's awful. It's awful. It fucking sucks. I have a backyard with 3 kids that can't play in the pool or the pool area or the backyard.
Yeah. Because the backyard's just a giant concrete hole.
A giant concrete hole. So that's my life. Debating whether or not I'm going to open up that MacBook and actually use it or send it back and buy a MacBook Pro for a bit. How was your Mother's Day? Did you do anything?
No. We didn't do a darn thing. Bethany likes on Mother's Day to just basically relax.
I get that.
I do all the child stuff and she just gets to chill, basically.
Okay. I get that. We had an Airbnb. Did I tell you how hot the pool was when we got there?
No.
So we got an Airbnb. Nicole paid a little extra to have the pool heated to a normal temperature, so you don't want an ice cold pool.
Right. Was it real hot?
It was 104 degrees.
That's like
It was
as high as hot tubs.
It was a hot tub. It was the least refreshing thing I've ever
Because
experienced.
hot tubs only go to 104.
It was ungodly uncomfortable. You had to get out of the pool to cool down.
That's so bad.
So
And the worst part is it's hard to cool down fast.
it's correct. Luckily, they turned off everything but the filtration, and we turned on the pool. And I was like, listen, we might need to get like a couple 100 pounds of ice to be delivered or something. I don't know. It's so hot. But it did cool down about 9 degrees. It got to 95.
Which is pretty hot still.
Still warm, but I didn't feel like my organs were boiling.
Safe for the children. It's not safe for the children above 95.
No, it's because her friend came. It turned into a Mother's Day thing turned into like a weekend of, hey, let's just invite everyone who lives up here over to this house, and then they can come and hang out, and we can just keep doing shit. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Well, Monday we left early, first thing in the morning, but still, Saturday and Sunday, a lot of cooking, prepping, toys. The pool was so hot, I had to go to the Ace Hardware to buy a new hose so I could load up some inflatables so the kids could play in a cool water. Oh, it's not there. It was right there just a minute ago. Because it was so hot, like I didn't want Jackson in there. So I had to pump up a thing so like, you know the little white trash toys that you connect the hose to it and it'll make a ring of water. There's little tiny little streams like,
Yeah.
all right, man, just go play in there. I'm sorry, you can't play in there. You can't be in the pool.
I saw a funny video where somebody was like, my neighbor's daughter like wouldn't let my kid go play in her plastic like dog a kiddie pool, you know? with her, and he's like, so I'm gonna prevent, like, it's gonna suck for her, and I don't let her play with this. And like, he's browsing her, and he's buying like an $850 inflatable water slide that's like massive, and he's just like, karma. like it's, oh man, adults.
We are that petty.
Yeah.
We would do that. We don't buy those slides, but we do rent them for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And if Mary is a good neighbor, she can swim. She can slide. If she's not, she can't.
Steak, egg, and cheese bagel.
Man, they're advertising. Listen, if there's one listener, whoever it is, if you have never had a McDonald's steak, egg, and cheese bagel, you owe it to your fucking self to have one. It is probably my favorite fast food item of all time. It's so good. It is steak, just like Taco Bell's beef. It's questionable quality, but it is a big patty.
Well, no,
it is firm.
It's probably grade A, right? Don't they only play with grade A?
They might. I don't know. When did Nichols send it?
I always enjoy when, like, now with 100% beef.
Oh, now.
This way.
Before that, though.
There's a Steelers thing trending now. You ready? TJ Watt falls into his pool. JJ Watt cracks jokes at his expense. So now all the Steelers writers are like, TJ Watt is basically Michael Scott, and JJ Watt is Jim Halpert. Just like
the koi pond?
Yeah. Yep.
Damn, when? Okay, that's not it. Nicole just sent me that shit, so I'm already way too far back. Oh my god, Apple TV or YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Another fucking. You got the remote somewhere.
Yep.
You probably have to back it out or something, or just change the channel and then go back to it.
Dateline.
Secrets Uncovered, or A Football Life on Joe Green. Yeah.
Tired of pull-ups.
So I'm guessing it's from the stream from the channel gets clogged.
That was bright. One day, my son will be potty trained. One day.
Not today. Not today. We have an accident.
He hasn't pooped in his pants in a very long time, but he just has no interest in peeing in the potty.
We're the opposite.
He's just like, I'll just pee my pants. It's fine.
All those. They quit sending so many pictures because they would send a picture every time he was continent. Like they would send a picture. Oh, pee in the potty. They quit sending those. But today, all dry diapers, no poop. We're getting there. He's had a few days of no accidents, all in the potty. Do you reward Marshall?
We did.
You go through too much candy?
No, it's just for a while, like when he was Jax's age, our problem was when he's trying to make himself pee.
Oh, we did go.
Like, it's like he couldn't give himself a hernia from like just trying.
We did have a few episodes where he's like, "Oh, Jackson pee in the potty," and it's like, dude, it's like 3 drips. You got to cover the bottom. You got to cover the bottom of the tank.
Yeah, Marshall just doesn't have interest in it, man. He doesn't care.
It's hard.
So I'm not pushing it too hard. I'm like, if you don't care, you don't care. Wow, Anthony Davis 1 for 6.
Good thing he's a good free throw shooter.
And they're up 5.
Oh, that's right. It's on ESPN. I already miss Ernie and Shaq and
Charles.
Well, don't forget about the jet. I say, don't forget about the jet. God bless you.
Everyone.
You're a big Office fan. I was watching a podcast today of Rainn Wilson on the Burt Kreischer podcast.
Gosh, this show's so much worse. Wilbon and Stephen A. And
It's a bad. That is not a good.
Jalen Rose. I have no interest in any of that.
I mean, I kind of like Greeny, not so much for NBA.
Not for NBA. For NBA, I don't want any of this nonsense.
I like fat Mike Wilbon. I don't like skinny Wilbon.
How old is Wilbon now? He's starting to.
God, he's got to be he's got to be in his 60s. He was on.
Late 60s.
I like PTI Wilbon, like old school.
Him and Tony Kornheiser.
God, that was the way.
That was a good show. See, they debated in a way that wasn't obnoxious.
It was good. They realized we got 2 minutes. You get a minute. I get a minute, and then like bam, we get a 30-second rebuttal.
But they weren't that. But I'm saying it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like. Skip.
It wasn't.
Skip.
It wasn't clickbaity. They did really good at having more commonsensical approaches because
remember
like
Stephen A. and Skip Bayless back in the day. Good Lord.
Then again, they're not any better now with Shannon and Skip for on FS1, whatever. Like, undisputed. Yeah.
Undisputed still happening. Can I remember Shannon like threw a hissy fit about something that Stephen A. did or Skip did?
I think they're in like an off-season thing. Like they have traditional TV thing, not a 5-day a week, 52 weeks a year thing. Maybe it got canceled. I don't know, because man, Shannon got mad.
He like didn't show up the next day. What was it for again? I don't even remember.
I think it was pretty sure it was something racially based.
I can't remember now at all.
Oh, I pulled up the lyrics to "Fast Car" by Tracy Chapman.
Oh no, I remember now. It was the DeMar Hamlin situation, where Skip was like, "How are we gonna get these games in?" or something, and Shannon was like so upset. He's like, "Oh, it's not about that." Which
I think the NFL did as good as they could have.
In a way that like I was almost like, Skip wasn't even trying. Like I honestly think what he said got overblown a smidge, because he even said like. Obviously,
it is a business. It's $1 billion business. Like
he said, what he like talks about all that stuff, and he goes, and all that seems so unimportant right now, which I thought was him recognizing that
the importance of the human life. Well, if you type Skip,
do you see B-Dub's deal right now where if you get a cheeseburger for an extra $1, you can get like 6 wings or something silly?
Sounds like a good plan.
Have you been biking since? When's the last time you biked?
The second week I built it, and I haven't had any free time. To be honest, I'm a little afraid to bike at night. There's a couple of mama bobcats on the other side of my fence. They're good size. And because the part of the back lot's not leveled, they'll scoot under part of the back lot and walk through the fenced in part. And I just watch her walking so peacefully. And it's like, oh, you're big. If you decide to get me and I'm not ready for you and I'm not pedaling hard, you're going to get me.
It's nice workout equipment though. You got the bike, you got this nice lifting setup going on.
Are we shaming me right now? What?
No, you got a lot of nice stuff. You got a nice pod set up, nice TVs.
You can come and work out with me.
I have nice nothing.
Or you come, you're cheap though.
My best video game system is a Switch. I have a Chromebook for a computer.
I would do Chromebook, but the problem is I use mine for work.
Yeah, I mean, well, I have a work computer, and then
I do not.
Yeah. The hard part is like, what do you need a laptop for? Like, I use the Chromebook like once a year for like my taxes, and that's about it. Like, you know, I don't need a laptop. Phones are so good now with apps and stuff. Yeah. You don't need a laptop for a lot.
I actually connect my laptop to my phone in the field. It's just so much easier because on the phone the boxes are so small and I can't click it because I have 47 boxes lined up.
Like outside of work stuff, like I need a computer for work, but like in personal life, unless you're gonna game on your computer, which I don't, you know what I mean?
Well, if I'm gonna game, I'm gonna do it on this one.
See, I just don't game, really, ever.
Me neither. But I have a deep want to do it.
Though I have so much stuff I would like to do more of, but
So I'm prepped.
Time is so thin.
But one day I'm gonna have like, it's gonna come up and they'll be like, all right, I'm taking the kids to the park, have fun. What? Weren't we supposed to golf sometime this month? Or is that next month?
Who, me?
Us. We talked about it at the party.
I don't even remember.
Right. See? When does the summer rates go in?
Oh yeah,
That's this month, right?
yeah, pretty much now, yeah.
Yeah, so our free time is so nil, except for like this instance. Can't go golfing. Can't do anything you want to do. The world shuts down at 9 o'clock when I'm free.
Well, and the hard part is a lot of times in the evening too, I'm just preparing for work the next day.
Yeah, I gotta prep my books for the patients I'm gonna sign up tomorrow. I still have patients to chart on from this week. That's not gonna happen. Because we're gonna play Madden. It is turning the 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. And getting to play Madden with you is about...
That's as much gaming as I do.
It's the peak of my week as a typical rule. As far as like personally, like
just beating
for me.
down. Just beating me down.
Well, I mean, you're on a pretty significant losing streak right now. It's not good. Like, I can't remember your last win.
Jax might have a better chance at this point in beating you.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened. You were approaching me, and then all of a sudden you just stopped caring.
Lord have mercy.
I think it's the feed.
Like specifically, there's so many people watching ESPN or whatever that it's having issues.
Yeah, they're struggling to keep up. Which worries me for the NFL stuff. Although, oh wait, that was Prime. That was Prime.
But at the same time, they know.
They know.
Like, they'll know to like reserve more energy for that time.
They'll create bandwidth. Apparently, there's a new way to broadcast feeds now that is just way more efficient. It's rolling out currently. That just got released. That uses 25% of the energy that it used to, and improves visual quality.
So another Indiana Jones.
Really? That's what that was as a new movie?
June 30th.
I do love Harrison Ford. He's on that new Apple TV show with Jason Segel.
I need to watch that.
That's so good. Did we watch it? What were we watching? Ted Lasso?
Yeah. I have one episode left, man. The series.
Oh wait, so yeah, we can't talk about that because I haven't watched any of season 3.
Next Wednesday is it. It's it.
I'll watch it when I get a minute. Maybe that'll be a Father's Day present.
Ted dies.
It'd be suicide based on the first 2 seasons and his anxiety attacks.
From his son. His son kills him.
Well, the game's going to be on probably most of the time that we play. I was going to say, otherwise you can watch that. That Jason Segel show is really good. With Harrison Ford.
Bethany and I want to watch it so bad, but we just haven't got to it yet. I watched Extraordinary, which I really enjoyed on Hulu.
I don't know. Well, who's in that one?
What?
Who's in that one?
I don't know a single actor in that show. But it's about in a world like where on your 18th birthday you like get a superpower, and the main character's 24 and doesn't have theirs yet. It's good stuff. Recommend. It's British humor. Oh, I watched the movie Rye Lane also, and I liked it a lot. You need to watch Rye Lane.
Rye Lane?
Yep.
Like marble rye bread?
Yep. You don't have to like rye bread to like the movie.
If I'm eating a deli sandwich, I do.
I'm saying.
Is it a movie?
Yes, it is a movie. Like 97% Rotten Tomatoes, I believe. It's a rom-com.
98.
98. It's good. It's good. It's just a good movie. That's all there is to it. And I have a question for you. Why aren't rom-coms called romedies? Like, right? Why aren't they romedies? That makes more sense.
Well, usually because it's not like this one can't be a rom-com because there's also drama involved in it. It says.
Oh.
Which would be dramedy.
It's not that dramatic. I watched the movie. It's good though.
So like that one that I suggested for you all my life. Considered in the rom-com category, but man, that fucker's depressing.
I feel like I watched that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and because I griped to you after. Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, the Chinese guy that.
And I watched Hereditary. That movie was weird. That's how I felt about that movie.
Hereditary?
Yeah.
It is weird.
Ended, I was just like, that's the end? Like,
what's the other one that came out? The same director. Midsommar, yeah.
But like I said, I thought that Hereditary, like, it just ended, I felt like. Like, I was enjoying it. I was in it the whole time. I just wasn't satisfied at the ending at all. Just because I felt like it just stopped.
Yeah, it's those kind of movies are weird, not just for the sake of it, but they do try to push a boundary. Just like Uncut.
Midsommar.
I didn't watch it. Did you?
Bethany watched it, and she said the weirdest part about it is like it was scary and like creepy, like weird things were happening. But she said it was so uncomfortable because the whole entire movie is like so bright and colorful. It's like, you know, normally horror movies are dark and like stuff like that. She goes like just terrifying stuff's happening and it's just bright and there's flowers and like, and which I think was his artistic vision to make you uneasy.
Golly, Jokic can pass. Jeepers.
Yeah, he's good.
So it's kind of like in Us.
That
Motherfucker.
What's that from?
About
Nah, he's
Wait.
good. He's good.
I don't know.
I hate that I have so many like random TikTok and like Vine and just short like stuff in my head that I have no idea what they're from.
You know, Jokic has really improved his speed.
Yeah, and like, can you imagine like placing him in the 80s? With him taking the ball up?
He'd be Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, like, being guarded by guys who are statues. You know who, like, we always talk about, like, what if you put LeBron in the 80s? He'd be a monster. What if you put, you know who would benefit the most? The biggest benefactor in the NBA, if you could put it back in the 80s. There's a clear answer, in my opinion.
Playing today?
Yep.
LeBron?
No. Like I said, I think there's a clearer answer. Best benefactor, like benefits the most from going backwards.
Joel Embiid?
It's Boban Marjanovic. He goes from not being able to play to Hall of Famer. Because his defense isn't a liability when people can't shoot threes. And like, because like now he can't go out there because he's too big. And like people like big people go small and like, you know, he can't guard it because of the shooting and the quickness. Back then, he just would have been a monster. Like, he would have been so efficient, just as efficient scoring as he is now, and defensively he'd have been fine.
He literally went block to block, circling the half circle. Go ahead. And he's only got to take one step.
You know who I think of anyways, like the last like center that was just big. Look at that.
He's moving. Why did you hold it? You knew that was short.
Yeah, the last center that was truly just like a good center because they were big.
Yeah.
Is Hibbert.
Oh yeah.
He lasted for like 2 years and then just got ran out of the league. Like was an all-star, like defensive player of the year candidate. Like people were like, wow, he's so good. And like,
reminds me of Jamal Okafor.
Like so, like, but for a while everyone was just like, wow, like Hibbert, what a cornerstone for the Pacers. And then like,
gone.
not 5 years later, everyone's like, yeah, he can't be on a team.
He can't. Yeah. He's just hogging up floor space.
Like he can't even be on the bench because he's useless. Like, you remember that him in the Miami Indiana series? He was like a cog in that series.
He was the reason they were going to go to the finals.
And then like a couple years later, like got played right out of the league. So weird. Like that's when the league changed. Like back in the day, you could have just been tall and play basketball. That's over now. The NBA's like, yeah, we've seen tall people. We understand that tall people exist.
How worthless would Pistol Pete be if he played today?
Fairly. The people who would benefit, they'd be the most punished, obviously, from going forward would be people who were good because they were tall.
Supposedly, Wilt would have been amazing in any aspect because
He was an athlete.
right. That's what they.
But like people like, I don't even know.
I don't know. Only Young Shaq, he would have been. His dominance would not have been 13 years. It would have been like 4 years and run out like Roy Hibbert.
Stay healthy. That's his options. Like
Mirasan.
Like if there's so many guys that like wouldn't have been
Shit.
thing.
And that was a good point you brought up. Dennis Rodman, his game translates.
Bill Russell's would translate. That was another guy. He'd be like a Draymond type. Dude was. He was only 6'9".
His Ben Wallace.
Yeah, Ben Wallace could play now.
He wouldn't have made it. He wasn't athletic enough.
That's a good example of someone who couldn't. Alonzo Mourning probably couldn't.
Nope, not
Like,
athletic
you can't
enough.
just be tall and good defensively. You need to be like fast.
Yao would have been more of a middling player,
So tall that I don't know.
but he also had a mid-range jumper.
Yeah.
So like his game translates, but only a bit because he was gangly, but in an unathletic fashion. Like Jokic has developed. He must do a shit ton of speed training in the offseason.
The best ones are like Jeff Foster from the Pacers back.
Oh,
Like guys like that just wouldn't happen. Anderson Varejao, Zydrunas,
Zydrunas.
like any of these, like it's not the superstars because superstars typically were also athletes.
Arvydas Sabonis. Well, he had a good passing game though.
Like I said, when you go back in time, like a lot of the superstars like Bill Walton, like they were also athletes. Like, but you look at the guys who just like were starters, they can't play. Like
Yep.
Eddie Curry.
Oh, Eddie Curry.
That
From
would
the, well, Bulls then the Knicks, right? Or Knicks and the Bulls.
Bulls the Knicks, I believe.
He's like a number 3 pick.
I'm trying to like think of people. Well, you think of even people now, like there are guys who hang on the end of their careers that just like aren't the same. Like Rudy Gobert, even, man. Such a good defensive player, but like in the playoffs becomes a liability because they put him in like pick and rolls and stuff and like pull him up.
Rudy. Oh, look at Jokic. Just elevating his game.
I saw a really funny thing. It said, they're like, this is why LeBron, just obviously is not the GOAT. They're like, if you take the first, 7 years of his career, he averaged, 27, 7, and 7. If you take this next 7 years, he averaged, 27, 7, and 7. And, same thing for, it was almost identical. And they're like, where's the improvement? They're like, this dude is just not improving.
How are you the same from rookie to 20 years in? What are you doing with your life?
I thought that was really funny. Obviously, very tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah. The ESPN actually brought up some shit that made me realize, holy fuck, LeBron is good. It talked about stats at year 20 and how he is in a whole nother.
He's 10 points
he's
above
creating a category.
Yeah.
Kobe's
second, 17 a game and super not efficient.
And 30%.
Yeah.
And LeBron was 20 plus, 50%. His minutes are higher, although he did miss more games, I think, at year 20 exactly. Oh, well, he moved what he was set after he was in the air. That's a block.
But
and it's astounding. I still want to hate. I still want to hate LeBron. I still do. I want to hate him.
They took LeBron from this year, and the final year for Jordan with the Wizards. And and I saw that they're like, Jordan had more points, more rebounds, similar assists. They're like, it's overblown how good LeBron is.
Oh, that's what we talked about. Acting like he's getting fouled and throw it up.
And the thing is, they were like talking about like they're like Jordan had 1,000 more points or whatever it was, and like this many more this many more that, and like similar assists.
He's such a good passer.
And it turns out they were just doing totals. And I was like, oh yeah, LeBron played 55 games and Jordan played 82.
Yeah.
Like, that's not apples to apples.
It is. That was.
I bet if you take percentages, because Jordan was chucking on the Wizards.
His last season and a half, he was way more efficient. But his first 2 with the Wizards, awful.
It's so weird. Like people.
He had like 2 years of doing that wave out.
About that, like people just act like that never happened. Also, when people talk about Jordan's career, no one even talks about his years with the Wizards.
You know what they do bring up? His last All-Star game, where Kobe ruined it.
They talk about his 6-for-6 championships. That's so funny. Like a funny thing with LeBron too, where they're like LeBron's 4-6 in finals, and they're like, yeah, wouldn't it have been so much better if he just would have lost in the first rounds or not made the playoffs? Think about how much better that would have been if he'd been 4-0. Like they just act like it. Like it's so funny how like people act like it's better to lose before you get there.
That's true.
Like if you want to have the argument that LeBron is 4-16 and that Jordan is 6-9, I'll have that conversation with you. But it's about like you don't get rewarded for not making it to the championship.
It's true.
If you want to only count rings and you don't want to count appearances.
Schroeder. So that's not Schroeder. It's Russell.
Yeah. Like
what an easy dunk. It's not fair that you're 20 years in and you just glide.
He's 38. He's just like woo,
woo.
But yeah, like to me, like it's like, oh man, hopefully LeBron doesn't win this game so he can lose to the Celtics. That'd be terrible. Probably should just lose now. Like, doesn't it sound stupid when you say it like that, right?
You're right.
Like the year when they after the 73-9 season where the Cavs won, and they added Durant. Like everyone knew Golden State was gonna win. Was it better for LeBron to just not make the finals? That'd be better than to make it with Delly and those guys and try to beat Kevin Durant. Like when you say it like that, it's like obviously it's better to make it to the finals than not.
How many more games?
People just act like Jordan played 6 seasons. Like, he played 6 seasons and he won them all.
I think Jokic could legit have 20 assists a game.
Yeah.
His passing is so elite watching this game right now.
No, he looks borderline like unbeatable.
He looks like when you create a player and you make him 99 everything, and you play on a shitty team.
Except for speed. He doesn't have 99 speed.
He's got 99 7'2" speed.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I led him to where he needed to be. He wasn't ready for it. He got there.
And Michael Porter, when he's hitting shots, he looks really good, man.
He's got perfect form.
It just looks smooth. There's some people like Sean Marion, every time he shoots it, like, ugh. Even if he makes it, it feels dirty.
Chicken wing, man. I fucking hated watching Sean Marion shoot the ball. I'd say, who doesn't get enough credit for lasting as long as he did for the position and size he was? Vince Carter.
They do play forever.
Forever.
Well, I also laugh with, like, how long can LeBron... Here's a question for you. How much longer can LeBron James play if he's willing to do the Vince Carter route and start coming off the bench for, like, 8 minutes a game?
10 years.
like a long time, right? Like,
he could legit be the first NBA grandpa.
If he's like Shaq, because Shaq did the same thing. He got to where he was just playing, like, spurts off the bench. How long could he play? He could play so long. How many championships can he win if he just goes ring hunting at the end of his career?
Man, he'll have 13 rings.
I know. Then most people say, like, well, he wasn't the best player on all of them. Dude was 60. Dropped 12 tonight in the fourth.
And turns out he shot like 65% from 3 because, like, he just been honing it in because he didn't want to drive anymore.
For 40 years, he practiced three-pointers at a high level.
The first ever 30-year pro.
But, like, Wade came off the bench. Carmelo came off the bench. Iverson came off the bench for a brief stint. I don't think LeBron can do it, though.
You can't be the GOAT, and I mean, if he does the Jordan route, maybe.
Jordan didn't come off the bench, though.
No, but he didn't play as many minutes.
He's maybe LeBron could end up being a starter in name only at the end of his career. Play like 22 minutes and start. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Even when he's 45.
Just like the 6th Man of the Year award guys. Like, oh yeah, he came in at the first break. 8 minutes left in the first quarter, just subbing him in.
He played 38 minutes off the bench. Lou Williams, and you know what I hate most about the 6th Man?
The Jamal Crawford award, man.
You know what I hate most about the third Sixth Man of the Year award. It's not the best Sixth Man of the Year award. That's not what the.
It's all
award
stats,
is.
yeah.
You know what? It's yay. It's the yay points award.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's like, oh, Lou Williams with a bench average 24. Love it.
That's what Jamal Crawford did. He would play 30 minutes a game.
Jamal Crawford, Lou Williams, they have owned that award, and they just average like 23 points off the bench, and they still play like 30 minutes. So it's like you're not much of a sixth man.
Yeah, you're playing the whole game, dude.
Yeah. And like even people who like Jordan Poole is legitimately a sixth man, even if he plays 30 minutes, like he can't start really with that team.
He's not a good starter.
But like my thing is like there should be more to just yay than the yay points. Like it should be like, oh well, this guy comes off the bench and he's like good defensive. Like so there should be your second centers win. Like the backup center should win sometimes.
Like a true spark plug.
Like a true defensive player. Like a guy who comes in and is just like stout defensively. But they don't care about that. They're like, how many points did you score?
Or a guy that can run 3 positions. Like
Bruce Brown.
yeah, like he came in because of me to KCP.
Yeah, Bruce Brown
2
can
fouls.
play anywhere 1 through 4. Like that's a good sixth man. That's a true sixth man.
You earned it. Honestly,
No, I came off the bench and chucked.
Draymond,
Unit.
Draymond, is he under contract next season?
I believe so.
He would be probably a perfect sixth man. He plays 1 through 4, high intensity, low volume shooter, spark plug.
And him and LeBron are reportedly friends now? I don't understand how that happens.
I think it's one of those things like game respects game. And you know what? I think Draymond would play really well on a LeBron team. Because he's a facilitator.
He's just a great player to have because he plays really good defense. He brings energy. He just does everything and does not care to shoot himself.
And I will play dirty for you. Like I will be the guy that draws the heat.
Well, think about if you have them on the Lakers. If instead of Vanderbilt tonight, like let's say they lose Russell. Like I think they should get rid of Russell and keep Reeves if that's the choice, right? What
I
if
agree.
next year their starting lineup was Schroeder, Reeves?
Oh, what a pat Reeves right there. Fucking
What if
bullet.
their starting lineup was Schroeder, Reeves, LeBron, Draymond, Davis? You know what I mean? Like that's perfect because LeBron and AD are the focal points on offense. Reeves is a good third option. Schroeder is good, and like Dre's just there playing defense.
And Reeves is a hugely ascending talent. And Jamarcus, like Russell that's who he is right now. Like
and Draymond's a perfect guy that like he can drive and get layups if he's guarded by a bum.
Is that Aaron Gordon again? What the fuck?
Yep.
He's better now than he was. Like he was a highly touted rookie when he got drafted by the Magic.
If Draymond's guarded by if Draymond's guarded by like a bum, you know, like he can drive and get layups. Like he's capable in that fact. Like he's just not going to create his own shot or worry about shooting threes or stuff like that. But you don't need him to.
Is Beasley the biggest wasted talent in NBA history?
Michael Beasley?
Yep.
Maybe. Although was he good though? Offensively, yeah. Defensively, he's terrible. But he never really worked, did he?
But wasted talent.
Yeah.
Oh, I do love when you see a hard swipe at the
another
ball.
one for you. Wasted talent. OJ Mayo.
Oh man, he blew it up at USC. I thought he was gonna be that dude.
He was not that dude. He emphatically was not that dude. Like, talking about a guy like coming out of college that had all the hype and then was just like, he was the #1 guy going into college from high school. And in college, like at times he showed flashes.
He was gonna be the next fucking LeBron.
He was not that.
He was not that.
There were like 6 next LeBrons though.
That's true, and he's just keep putting him to rest.
Andrew Wiggins was one of them. And he's a fine NBA player. He's a fine NBA player.
I'll tell you what sucks. I was a Detroit Pistons. I was a Detroit Pistons fan, and the Pistons got Darko Milicic.
Who was the other one? Who was the other one like around the same time as Andrew Wiggins that was going to be like again LeBron James?
Oh my God! I just watched there was a Snapchat feed of the biggest bust that turned from Philly. Was it from the 76ers?
Can't remember.
It talked about
had a lot of hype, obviously. Like he was gonna be the next LeBron James. That didn't work.
There's another assist for Jokic.
It was around the same time as Wiggins. I wanted to say though.
Michael Carter.
No.
I'm trying to think of the names that I saw on the Snapchat feed of how wasted and pathetic the process was. Just look up the top 6 draft picks during the process of the Sixers. I almost guarantee it's in that list.
What list?
The process. A goaltend, and it was so good. You should get 4 points if you get goaltended and still.
76ers?
Yeah. How do you get goaltended and the ball still goes in? That's crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy.
I wonder if I could do like. I'm just gonna start going through NBA drafts.
What's this?
Because if you draft like stupid eye. Alright, so 2011, Kyrie. When was Wiggins drafted for reference? To Evan Turner. That didn't work.
Who were we talking about? Beasley? Nope. Beasley. I already mentioned Beasley. The process was 6 years.
Anthony Bennett. That didn't work. That wasn't the one though.
It wasn't Jahlil Okafor.
He wasn't super hyped. Jabari Parker.
Oh, yeah.
He was one that everyone was like, that dude. It was Jabari Parker and Andrew Wiggins. Both of them were going to be so good. That didn't work.
Jahlil Okafor.
But like, over the years, it's wild how many people were crowned, though. The next LeBron James. And then just like...
Markelle Fultz.
Ben Simmons was another one who was
Mikal Bridges. Tyrese Maxey. That's it.
Zion was supposed to be like... That dude can't stay healthy.
I can't believe the max fucking contract he got. And
But it was Jabari Parker and Andrew Wiggins. They're both hyped. Like, oh, those two guys, man. They're going to be so freaking good. They did not become those guys.
you know, the Nuggets haven't looked great, and yet they still just brought it on back.
Neither one of these teams are pretty equally matched, I think, because neither one of them, like, they both. Like,
it's like they vibe off each other. Like, oh, we got this. Oh, we got this. Oh,
one
we
team
got.
will look good at a time, and the other one looks terrible.
This is
seem to be good at the same time. Like, the game's tied now. See a 10-0 run in the last minute and 40.
That's a quick turn.
Yeah, the Lakers don't score that fast, and that's the thing that's weird about watching them in the playoffs. Is they'll dominate for stretches. And like I say, when they're missing shots, the other team scores because like the Lakers' defense.
They're oddly. What the hell was that a foul?
I don't know. See, that's one you can't tell. Like when the defender's back is to you, you can't tell on a camera.
And was that KCP again? Poor guy. Oh yeah, he brought his hand up. Well, keep your hands up, bro.
Yeah, whenever you go down, you're gonna get a whole lot.
He's 250 pounds. Like you're not gonna stop him.
He's more than 250.
265.
I bet LeBron's 280.
Golly.
He would say he's less, but I bet he's 6'9".
You know, you always think like when you're playing at the rec league, I got this. I can do this. And then you go against someone who just has like a just different raw power. And he's like,
he's
I'm
6'9".
bad. I'm bad.
The thing that's funny is LeBron has been caught lying about his age in the past. Like he was like, I'm 6'9", 230. No, you were not. Like there was a time when everyone's like, you're 6'9", you're not 230. You're too tall to be. Like we've seen Kevin Durant.
You're a fucking brick wall, dude. Stop.
Like the funny thing is like it's weird that like he's subconscious about his weight. Like, dude, you are like 6'9" and shredded, man.
He is legit sized to play in 6 positions in the NFL.
Like he has a really good body.
Yeah,
no one's ever like, oh, you're 280, fatty. Like
he's
calling you fat, man.
What's crazy is he's got the look of someone who's just hardcore on roids, but can't be on roids. Because if he was, it would destroy the rest of his muscles, and he would be injured a lot more.
Yeah, that like it's just funny. Like, you scared people are gonna call you fat? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, damn! I was gonna say, what a pull-up move!
Have you seen the thing that makes no sense? And this is true. So the NBA this year they actually measured you and weighed you, right? So they got your true heights and weights because they were tired of people just saying whatever they wanted, right?
Okay.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, they are the same height and the same weight.
Mm-hmm. I did see that.
How?
I feel like there's got to be a weird bone density thing.
Because Kevin Durant, when he took his shirt off, Charles Barkley said, "Is that a cadaver?" And Giannis is
ripped.
like, I don't understand.
There's got to be some flab on Durant or something, like over his loose ass top or something.
Like, I think that shows you that people, like, their bodies, like, organs and bones, like, have to not weigh the same. Like, Kevin Durant has heavier bones than Giannis. It's the only thing that makes sense.
I wanted that to go in.
Is Kevin Durant's wingspan much, much longer, maybe?
No, because fucking Giannis, his fingertips go to his knees too.
I'm just saying they're the same height, but I'm just saying, like, maybe is Kevin Durant like 6 inches this way? Because that adds some weight, at least, if you had extra body. You know what I mean? Like,
skin.
Just extra bone there, extra hand. Maybe his wingspan.
It's like longer. Denver doesn't want to win.
I bet they do.
We brought it to a tie. All right, guys, good job.
It's my hot take of the night. Denver would like to win this game.
Bring it. We showed them we can tie it.
I just want an athlete. This is like, who was the guy? Brian Regan. He's always said he wanted an athlete to just, when they're like, this is a must-win game for you, to be like, nah, it's best of 7. We're down 1-0. We can lose this game and still win the series.
We got time.
Actually, we could lose again after that and still win the series, technically. We only have to, like, it's just math. That being said, like, I thought the Lakers, they either have to win tonight or take both in LA. You can't go down 3-1. I mean, it happens sometimes, but statistically being down 3-1 is a fool's errand. And especially in a series where the Nuggets, like, they're not just, like, better than the Nuggets. Like, a lot of times people came down from 3-1. Most
block.
of the time come down from 3-1.
What a happy accidental block there.
Yeah. Most of the time when you come back from 3-1, you're just better than the other team.
Goaltend.
Either way, that is an awesome effort.
Yep. Props to AD.
Can you block?
But I think the thing is, it was because Jokic
tipping?
Because he's so high, it's going down naturally. Yeah, it's down. That's going down. Well, maybe not from that, but
it's like almost going horizontal.
Props to AD for that.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how you rule that. I don't think if they called it goaltending, I don't think you can switch it, and vice versa.
See, on that angle, looks like it's going down.
I think it's going down. It started the downward arc, but man, it barely started going down.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
They can't do it from this. You need the replay.
Yeah,
what
man.
do you think from your angle, man?
Like, dude, this is 2023. Look at the fucking camera.
Okay, they are.
All right, let's take a quick break here.
All right, so off topic. You think that ref, that guy right there, do you think he can breathe underwater? Because it looks like he might be able to for some reason. Something reptilian or amphibious about that guy.
He's adapted. He's the next evolutionary cycle.
He can straight breathe underwater.
I think that's a goaltend.
And then, all right, so then what though? Do you put 0.2 back on the clock and make the Lakers inbound it, or do you just let it end? I don't know the rules on that.
Well, because you can't get a shot up, I guess everyone just hovers towards the rim.
You just throw it in, basically.
96-foot throw. I have that bottle.
I think it's funny that everyone made a big to-do about the bubble being fake, and then that's the same 4 teams are left.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they said that it is goaltend. They're just looking at what time the goaltend happened right now. So they are going to inbound at like 0.3 seconds on the clock. That's going to be so annoying. Because like they're not even going to be able to shoot the ball.
They're just getting an extra break.
Because look, here we go. So 0.4.
You don't go from the whistle, you go from the exact second. 1/10 of a second.
Yeah, so as soon as he touches it, it's goaltend, and it's time to inbound. So 0.4, you can get a tip in, I guess. I mean, that's going to be hard to do from underneath your own basket.
Yeah. All right, be right back. fucking flop by Jokic. Joker?
Yes, it should be Joker. The Joker.
He's such a Joker.
And one. He didn't make it, but.
He didn't make it. So not quite an and one, but.
Flagrant. Get him out of here. That's a flagrant.
Flagrant 2.
Whew.
Shit.
Got cold in here all of a sudden.
Because you went into a place that was significantly not as cold?
The house is warmer.
Yeah. It is cold in here.
EA Sports, within the game.
Oh, that's right. Hobo Dave came here. I didn't even notice how hard the fan was blowing until I just turned it down. I was like, oh man. All right, we're lacing our cleats. Money. This is their first lead.
In a long time, I feel like.
Is that his first miss of the game?
No, that's at least the second. He missed a 3 earlier, too.
Accidentally remuted myself. Oh, travel?
I do think
Ugh.
if the Lakers end up losing this game, they're in a lot of trouble. Only because of the way this game, like they came storming back last game,
Yeah.
Yep, they came storming back last time, didn't quite finish. They've been, right in this game and slightly up pretty much the whole time. So if they don't finish this one either, it's like, Denver's a good team. You're not going to be behind them a lot. Or you're not going to have a lot of chances to. It's not every single game's going to be close. And you just put a lot of pressure on yourself coming back. That didn't work. Put a lot of pressure on yourself coming back in the other games. Michael Porter for 3. No, not even. Wasn't even a chance once it went that way. Where's the remote that I typically use? The controller. Anthony Davis tonight, 12 points, 2 for 11. How are they even close? If that's the case. Rui has made up for Anthony Davis's garbage, basically. Wow.
Who hit that?
Jamal Murray. Timeout Lakers. They're in trouble. Colts. Patriots. Oh my gosh. Okay. And Cardinals.
Who's the first one?
Colts. The Colts, Patriots, and Cardinals. That is not a Madden friendly draw. Thinking. I have to be the Cardinals, I think.
The Cardinals are a really good Madden team to be. I'm just removing songs from the playlist that have been tagged.
Yeah, 2 for 11 for Anthony Davis. That's not going to cut it. Davis just disappears at times. LeBron's 0 for 6 for 3. Quit shooting them.
LeBron kind of has that.
He's been like, he's not even that bad at threes, but this playoffs he has been so bad.
AD kind of has the Kevin Love aspect of him, where he'll disappear for long stretches and can't have it.
Like Anthony Davis is talented, he'll just disappear for games. Ooh, Texans, obviously. I'm kidding.
I guess we'll try the Chargers. Prepared to get eaten alive.
If my quarterback had to play your quarterback in this, I'd be good. Mike, Kyler, man. Kyler plays some video games.
Oh, so if Herbert was playing Madden, no, he doesn't. He plays COD, man. He ain't gonna waste his time with Madden. He already doesn't read playbooks.
I know, but I still feel like there's been more hours logged for him in Madden than there has been for Herbert, just from pure video game time. Oh man, if he gets hurt though, it's McSorley time.
Ooh, Cole Kmet's boyfriend's in there though. Cole Kmet's sister's boyfriend. Oops.
It's like I don't.
Did you see that road sign that was in Orlando?
What was it, James or whatever? Wasn't that whole thing where we were trying to figure out who that guy's girlfriend was?
Oh, Will Levis.
No, what was his name?
I was talking about something.
James something or other. Like super openly gay influencer guy.
Oh.
Like who's his NFL girlfriend? It was the whole thing, or boyfriend. It was like this whole thing. Did anything ever come from that? Did they ever find out who that was?
It was still talking about the Ryan Nassib.
Wow. I mean, they're down 7 now. The Lakers are all of a sudden.
This sign that was hanging in Orlando today.
That's something.
It hurts to be a human sometimes.
Lakers down 7 all of a sudden. They were up this whole game. Couple threes fall for Denver, and it's 7 points. Dude, the three-pointer is so OP.
Ooh, Eckler's a 91 speed in this game? I feel like he's not in real life.
But you know what I mean? Like, the three-pointer is so, like...
It's OP. You're right.
Like, you hit 2 or 3 of them in a row, and, like, the game changes. Like, if you hit 3 of them in, like, consecutive possessions, you just change the entire scope of the game. Because you scored 9 points in, like, a minute. All right, well, it's 6 points because Anthony Davis magic. He like never misses free throws. Basically, misses that one. Anthony Davis has not been good this game, offensively anyway. Oh my goodness.
They decided they're just going to play 3-ball.
Well, Jamal Murray's just hitting them like all over the place all of a sudden.
He's just waiting.
And then Davis just throws it away. I think this game's over, honestly.
What? Is that another 3?
Yep. It's 12 points now.
How did it... Woo!
That might be the series, the way it's going. Like I said, the Lakers just don't have that gear is their problem. They don't have that 3-point gear where they can just score like 9 points in 30 seconds.
Is that the new Inside Out?
Yeah, it's elemental. But
I'm excited.
What?
I'm excited.
Or grass, water, all that jazz. You ready to go, homie? It doesn't matter who you have. You're going to destroy me.
If I start treating you like a lesser opponent, you'll act like a lesser opponent.
Man, that game just got out of hand so quickly.
Crazy fast.
Like, it was just like 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And it was like, okay, well, that'll do it.
Good game, guys.
Like, in the last 2 minutes, Jamal Murray's hit 2 threes, Porter's hit 2 threes, and Bruce Brown hit 3. Like, I don't think the Lakers can come back from 12 points in 5.5 minutes. Like, I don't think they have the offense for it. They'd have to basically hold Denver close to scoreless. Or, like, get, like, a lot of turnovers. Like, that's their only option. Like, they're not going to just rain threes.
Hey, turn on our stream real quick so you can hear how the volume is on this. Man, Arby's. That looks so good. I do love Arby's. I don't think they get enough credit for as good as they are. No music playing? Interesting.
Now I do.
Son of a bitch. Hold on. Hold on.
I'm holding on.
Okay, now let's hear this background music along with my talking. Right, keep it open. That'll work. That'll work. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Oh, jeepers, creepers.
Wow. Okay, Jamal Murray has decided this game is over. That's all there is to it. 14 points in the fourth quarter.
Oh, what a play. Is that Isaiah Simmons? I started like you.
What do you just break Jamal Murray? It's hard to make it if you're blocked.
It's true.
Eight's just too much, though.
Touchdown. Good call. Oh, incomplete. Bad play recognition.
Oh, that was it, man. I thought I had a hot start. The heck?
Bosa dropped it.
I thought
You
it was
deserve
a run.
that.
I thought
Yeah.
I chose a run play.
You deserve that.
I thought I chose a run play. Was so confused. I mean, if the Lakers score on this drive, I guess it's not over, or this possession. There's a 3-pointer. It's 5 points now. They now have a chance again, somehow. I don't understand basketball. I really don't. Like, didn't it feel over when it was 12 points? And then
So
7-0
over.
run in a minute. 18. And then layup LeBron, 3-pointer Anthony Davis. And now it's like with a stop. If you get a stop and a bucket, you're within a possession again.
The Lakers, who never have runs like this, had a run like this.
Yeah. But even theirs, it was 1 3-pointer. See, they make 1 3-pointer and it's like, what a run. Felt like I was all over him.
Yeah, it did look like pass interference, didn't it?
They didn't. It still caught it though, despite the PI. I tried to jump it and did not get there. Why?
Oh, he's fast.
Weird thing, I've never seen him show that before.
AWS, man.
I mean, it's going to be a shot by Murray here. There's no way it's not. The Lakers just got to hope that he doesn't continue to just be, like, white hot. Oh, just a turnover.
Even better.
They're going to foul LeBron here now, right? No. That dude. Jamal Murray's ridiculous right now.
Sometimes just a player steps up, right? We might have a first quarter with no score.
Two and a half minutes does not feel like enough time.
Oh my god, I hit a play.
JJ!
He probably should get hurt after that play, right?
See, again, I'm short-sighted, but it feels like they have to get a stop in a bucket with 2 minutes left, down 5. If that would have went in, that was just like God's
Looking like Dirk.
Gotta score. Gotta go inside. You gotta quit shooting those. What? Davis found Jokic, they said?
Yep.
I'm so confused.
Oh, I fumbled it.
Fast. Oh, yeah.
Booth review. All right. All right. My ball. My ball.
It's a minute and a half now.
Let's take those points.
There.
Well, that second was probably a foul.
That was all good defense.
Yeah.
Not with the foul, but I was just like great by LeBron to poke it out. Anthony Davis to help. Where was this defense earlier? What are they doing?
What the fuck?
Like, they have just made so many bad decisions. They don't deserve to come back. Oh yeah, they said Austin Reeves thought they had called timeout. That's why he shot that. That makes a lot more sense. They fouled him. He's gonna make both.
That is one of the most ridiculous threes I've ever seen. LeBron's become quite a king of flopping, though, in his old age.
The Lakers need help. They need him to magically miss one of these free throws that I don't think is going to happen.
Ooh! What an exciting game.
I mean, the Lakers just like keep magically, like, I keep thinking it's over in this fourth quarter, to be honest with you. That's 4 points. I mean, if they get a bucket, they have time, obviously, to get a stop and all that jazz, but that's a pick. And just a touchdown off the pick. Oh, nope. Hopkins got
Hopkins dragging me back.
Great hands. Oh, they're going to try 3. No.
AD's just not. Timeout call. How do you wear, like, I couldn't be a coach. I'd be sweating so bad. Like, dude, get this fucking hoodie off me.
So many, like, 3-pointers between LeBron and AD at the end of this game.
Oh my gosh, I fumbled.
I see you saying there's a chance. This game's over now, right? With them having the ball up 34 seconds. I keep thinking it's over, and then like weird stuff happens. So what do I know?
We've said it like 4 times. Right in LeBron's face.
Jamal Murray just like those shots, man. They're so much better at home, statistically too. So like, hey, there's a chance the Lakers just like kill them in LA both times, and then it's like, okay, now it's 2-2, and it's best of 3 or whatever, or best of.
Wasn't Denver like the best home team in the whole league?
Yeah, and like one of the worst on the road. So like again, it's like.
Hachimura.
I feel like my best player is James Conner. Feels gross to say.
You know, it's funny. Do you remember our trade in fantasy? Not yours and mine, but I traded and gave up James Conner, and the league vetoed so much I had to give up a first-round pick.
Get rid of James Conner?
Yep. No, in my trade for him because I gave up.
Oh, but Ron just got a steal. And then just missed the free throw. Or missed the layup. Oh, that's... I had no words for what I just saw.
That's because LeBron's not elite. It's washed. What a great play by LeBron.
And then just didn't finish it.
Why do you try to get fancy and lay it up? Just dunk it, dude. You've been dunking for 30 years.
Like, I really thought, I was like, wow, he's going to cut it to 2. But now, I mean, it's over. Over. That was their last gasp.
Who's that old fuck? George Karl. Oh my god, he looks so bad.
He has lost so much weight in his face, man.
He's shaking like a Parkinson's patient too, so. Man, I remember him coaching the Bucks way back in the day. Back in the Michael Redd days. Ray Allen. Sam Cassell. Man, that was a good Bucks team to watch. He's fast.
What good did that do, though? like, the funny thing is, like, what good did that do? That did nothing.
Well, it brought it back to flush.
UFOs. Aliens.
Our D-Hop is not that fast anymore.
This is before he went off the steroids.
They're here. Run.
Jokic is like, all right, I'll play perfect. I just need one guy to fucking show up.
Yikes.
9 players later.
Oh. He technically missed one, so they did get something for that LeBron layup.
The GOAT, Austin Reeves. Offensive foul.
Could you imagine if they would have called it offensive foul? And just like...
I could see what they did because of the way he raised his elbows. Oh!
No!
Khalil Mack. Oh, I thought I was going to stiff arm James Conner.
Are you kidding me?
The way he swung his elbows, I could have seen that being an offensive foul.
Are they going to look at it? No.
They're always there. Watching. Listening. Waiting.
22 points in the 4th.
They've arrived.
That's just... not it, man.
That's crazy.
They're here. Run.
Gotta shoot a 3. You can't be doing a 2.
So,
Wow.
LeBron's the reason they lost his game.
Jamal Murray was a freaking boss.
LeBron missed layups. He just got the ball stolen right there.
I mean, that
It's all on Bron.
that play didn't matter.
Le GM. Couldn't even get a triple double. Goat my ass.
They're gonna have to take them both in LA. That's the only answer. They have to win Saturday and Monday.
Doesn't matter what
That
you
maths. Saturday and Monday, they're gonna have to win them both.
They're always there.
You don't have DK?
Watching. Listening. Waiting.
Well, I'm hanging in, kinda.
Nobody knows why they're here, but we have to find out.
I don't know why I went dumb like that. That was a Zach play.
Well, Zach gets results. Not good ones. They are still results. Oh, person. Okay, where are everybody?
That was a long bomb.
Dude, the thing is, I thought I threw a touchdown for a second.
So did I. I was like, oh, I don't have good position here. Oh,
In the end of the half. High scoring affair.
it's your closest game in a long time.
Apparently just because of freaking
And you got the ball.
just from defense. Eckler fumbled at the goal line. Was helpful. Which so did Kyler, so that was kind of a wash. The difference is you with taking the field goal and me going for it on that 4th and 1. That's not. None of that is my favorite highlights I've seen from Jamal Murray, though.
What's your favorite?
It was on his Instagram story. His girlfriend made an appearance.
Oh, there's some nudes. Were they tasteful or not tasteful?
No, not at all tasteful. It was a video of her giving him a blowjob. You don't remember that?
No. I wish I would have.
Yeah, well.
I mean, at this rate, I do think LeBron's got like at least 5 years left. So if Bronny develops, he will play with his son in the NBA.
In Cleveland.
Oh, it would be even better. I dove for the ball and you tripped over my dead body.
That's how I roll, man. Nothing comes easy for me, okay? Not in Madden.
I come easy all the time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, nothing in Madden comes easy for me. I just... I gotta get by on the skin of my teeth here. Come on, James. Just scored on that play.
You're going to have to stop running because now you're only averaging 3 yards per carry. This isn't 1996. You're not Curtis Martin rushing the ball 297 times.
I remember the Steelers had like a streak of like 48 games or 50 games of like no 100-yard rusher, like something obscene, and it was broken by Curtis Martin.
Well. This is how we get that game back. Derwin James is a fucking G.
It was taken back by Curtis Martin, and he ended up with like 50 carries for 100. It was just, or 40 carries for 100 or something. I was like, okay, well, like 100 even on 40 carries.
I do recall that.
And it was like, okay, you broke our streak, kind of. You still didn't average anything. Murray ended up with 37. And Jokic went for 23, 17, and 12. I mean, the only way the Lakers win, they have to take them both in LA. Which they could. Denver was up 2-0 on Phoenix and lost to Phoenix both times in Phoenix.
When are we going to go golfing?
Probably never.
Probably true.
Get that out of your head. Golf is a myth.
Quit thinking about it.
I got sent a thing on how to break 70 in golf. It was like drive the par fours. And the last tip was
birdie every 3.
And then the last tip was play 9 holes.
Yeah, that'll get you there.
I didn't even try to cross the line. Gosh dang it. Gosh darn it.
I mean, you're only down 10.
The problem is I've not really showed any offensive like prowess this game.
That's an all-star cast. Robert Barone. Matt Dillon. Ben Stiller's wife. Which reminds me, I watched Dodgeball again.
Yeah. Eckler, 6 carries for 9 yards. That was 9 yards.
Yeah,
He had 5 for 0 and a fumble.
I wasn't lighting it up. But then,
He fumbled again. Nope.
but now my average is just through the roof.
He had 7 for 52 all of a sudden.
Missed extra point. Oh, oh.
For a second, I was like, Marquise Brown's gonna take house that.
Oh, just some pills.
Pick. Oh, no.
I blew it. If I hadn't switched to the wrong person, that would have been bad. You only throw to D-Hop?
He's always open.
He wasn't even open there.
He was so open. Right in front of my face.
As you touched the ball. See, the steroids is the reason why he stayed up. Oh. I keep forgetting the name of this. Shrinking? Is that what it said?
Yeah, that's a show.
I can never remember the name of the show. I think that's the problem with some shows. If I can't remember the title, I can't Google it. You know what? No one's gonna forget the name fucking Die Hard. How did you throw it into quadruple coverage?
Because it's D-Hop, apparently. Should I throw it to other people? I'm thinking not. I didn't even know that was D-Hop. But like I said, every time I go his way, it just happens to work out. Alright, where's D-Hop? Not in on this play? Oh no!
He's probably dying right now. Well, so if you don't throw it, I guess you can't throw a pick. On to the fourth quarter. The LA Chargers leading the Arizona Cardinals 16-0. Oh,
I didn't throw it to D-Hop.
technically, yeah, D-Hop didn't drop that.
Can you imagine if D-Hop would have caught that touchdown when I didn't even when I actually didn't throw it to him? And he catches it anyway for a touchdown? That'd be so on brand for how this game's went. Alright, D-Hop, where you at, my buddy? Oh, you out left? You out left, fam?
Eat it, bitch.
I don't think I could take a field goal.
No, it's it doesn't even help you. Other than making it. I mean, technically, it's still a 2-score game right now.
Yeah. That's the hard part. Is it's like an impossible 2 right now. Like, it makes it like more likely to get my 2 scores, but like, how often am I gonna be this close? Hurts.
Now you look like a genius.
So you're saying there's a chance Zach Ertz. Now if this 2-point conversion can work. games, kinda. Well, I kept my dream of it only being a one-score game alive.
Technically, yes. But give it a chance.
Jalen Guyton, fumble.
You're lucky I didn't return it for a touchdown. I like this song. I should Shazam it. Just wearing you down.
All of a sudden, Austin Eckler has become a problem. You went from like not even on my radar to really causing me issues.
How was that a pick?
Number 9! Isaiah Simmons. Things have gotten real interesting.
Oh, you ran out of bounds.
That hyped Herbert up for some reason. Herbert was on the sideline like doing this. And I'm like, you just threw a pick. Like, and then like he ran out of bounds, he's like so hype.
That deserves to be. I was gonna say that deserves to be a pick.
Yeah, it's just a bad decision.
And facing contact.
I just got scared. I saw you about to sack me and I was like, no, throw it. Never a good idea. All right, defense. Gotta hold them. 2 more downs. That's a first.
Oh yeah. I can't even skip it. What the fuck? I have a. He doesn't have a quick release. It shows.
Buddha. Oh.
He broke on it. He broke on that really well.
All right, defense. Gotta make it. Gotta give us a chance. Do the 4th. Hold.
All.
You're gonna punt it with just kidding Scott, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just kidding. All right, how many yards do I gotta go at? 2 minutes. All right, so you're like 40
50,
yards. 59
60.
yards.
Fuck.
Hopkins. Just nothing has worked on my offense except for Hopkins.
He's legit 7 of your 11 completions. Oh man, Khalil Mack, what are you doing? 24-yard loss.
I was just one way, and it did not work.
He was faster than you thought.
Yeah, I thought I could outrun him, and then I was just gonna hit the button to throw it away. But nope, that didn't work.
Just tackle you low. 7 yards, I'll take that. 7 days.
Yeah, because I need 29 more. Uh-oh. And tick, 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 tick.
What the fuck? Oh, and he still caught it. Jesus Christ.
What the?
It was the most lame duck throw I've ever fucking seen.
I changed to him and went and got it. I didn't like...
But it's 4th down.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, I literally changed to him and was like, you gotta go get that ball. It's not gonna make it to you. All right. So we got 34 yards to go. We hit Marquise.
Your coach isn't even on that team anymore. Because he's a shitty coach. You shouldn't be close.
What is happening? I'm so scared. I just can't believe Hopkins made that play.
Of course he did.
I mean, that was just beauty in action. That's what that was.
Done.
That's a pick. And no one's gonna be fast enough to get him.
That's what I needed. Oh shit. Oh, and I fumbled it. Oh, thank God.
I spilled a drink. I'm sorry. It just I like panicked.
Needed the controller.
The controller's not even wet.
No, just go get some paper towels, buddy. That's okay. Just put it right there on the table.
When he got caught from nowhere and then he fumbled, I like.
Was that your drink?
Yeah, I lost my mind.
I'm gonna just kick this extra point because you lost.
That would have been funny if like Marquise would have ended up somehow picking it up to a 97 speed.
Another missed extra point. Oh, goes to the uprights. Yeah, sounds like a bleach white process now. You want to play another? You want a pizza? All right. We're rocking 11:30. We said you're gonna head. So I'm gonna do a call off, a sign off. While we get this expensive radio vlog equipment, podcast equipment nice and dry. Zachariah Loser is going to get some Kleenex to wipe his tears from his losses. Rolling on probably a 14-game losing streak at this point. This has been another edition, episode, vlog, podcast, video cast, stream, everything of MvZ, Mike vs. Zach. Once again, M is victorious. It comes first, I come first, you come last. Another defeat. I think we're gonna unbox that MacBook, and I think so. I'm excited for it. It's old. There's no safety stuff left on this one. I'm excited. I'm just gonna consider it my Father's Day present. I didn't get a birthday present last year, or a card, or a blowj. So I am going to bid y'all adieu. And I'm gonna walk Zachariah Loser off. We'll be back next week. It'll probably be two Madden next week because there's nothing going on in the NFL. There'll be one NBA game probably, but the series is gonna be reaching the end at that point, so it's gonna be must wins.
Yeah, we could start earlier than we did this time, Madden boys.
Yep.
All right.
Well, still fun. Been fun. Love y'all. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the On Call Podcast. Check us out on Twitter at OnCallPod. Interested in being a sponsor or want to be on the show? Drop us an email at oncallpod@gmail.com. For more info, go to oncallpod.com.